No group will be sweating on Wayne Swan's much-hyped budget more than small business. In his second report from the marginal Sydney electorate of Greenway, Andrew Robertson has been asking business owners exactly what they want to hear from the Treasurer.
The centrepiece of tomorrow night's budget will be the surplus, a surplus the government has been determined to deliver despite the weak economic conditions in the non-mining sector, which saw the Reserve Bank last week cut interest rates by 0.5 percentage point. Here in the seat of Greenway, which the government holds with a margin of less than 1%, small business can't see how a surplus will help.
I am hearing from our members is something that they think is important at this point in time. I think if there's anything, they think that the government should be spending money as opposed to trying to move into a situation of surplus.
At Espresso Ven Australia, the owner of the business, Ra Bachu, agrees that now is not the time for the government to be cutting spending.
It should be encouraging the businesses so that businesses expand and are getting confidence in the economy.
Over the weekend, Canberra confirmed it will allow business to claim current year losses against past year's profits and get a tax refund, a measure which in theory will provide much needed capital for businesses that are doing it tough.
In my opinion, most of the small businesses would be in a loss situation, taking into consideration their interest expenses and depreciation. However, it is a good start, it's a good thinking from the government.
However, despite that, Raj Bachu believes there are more effective ways the government could help small business.
The government should look at setting up a small business development bank that could lend money to qualified people at 0% interest for short-term loan and lower interest rate loans for longer-term loans.
Even the government's promise to cut the small business tax rate to 29 cents in the dollar has not been universally welcomed in Greenway.
That may well help, but it's the people coming through the door that we need.
And on that score, Paul Harper is hoping the budget will address another tax which he believes is having a big impact on consumer sentiment.
I think that the carbon tax needs to be looked at. I think that people are worried about the electricity bills. I hate harping on the same thing, but they're the things that I'm hearing from people there.
The electorate of Greenway takes in a large part of Sydney's growing northwest sector, where public transport, or the lack of it, is a huge issue. Although transport is normally a state government function, small business out here wants Canberra to be part of the solution, starting in tomorrow night's budget.
Both levels of government are going to have to work together to fast-track this so we can actually get this infrastructure sooner rather than later. We can't wait any longer. We've waited for 20 or 30 years. We've had a couple of false starts. We just want it done.
The small business community will be closely watching tomorrow night's budget and looking for measures that will boost the bottom line. What it doesn't want is a budget that bowls up any curveballs.